Crawford says the Cowboys were injured like Errol Spence Jr. Is he bitter? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, recently, Terence Crawford has been using his Twitter fingers, or X fingers, whatever you want to call it. And he made a pretty sarcastic, tweet, kind of poking fun of Errol Spence Jr. after the Cowboys took their loss. And I just want to give my 500 nickels on whether Bud Crawford is bitter, because I think people know now that Errol Spence was truly injured in their first fight. And I don't think Terence Crawford likes the fact that people are questioning his victory. I just want to break this down for anybody listening.
Terence Crawford put out a tweet yesterday. It was after the Cowboys, unsurprisingly, got beat again by somebody in the NFL. He cracks a joke about the Cowboys losing. They must have been injured like Errol Spence Jr. And see, man, that dude is on Terence Crawford's mind. And Terence Crawford may not feel as confident about that rematch as he should feel.
All right, y'all. So is Terence Bud Crawford bitter? Is he having some doubt on whether he can actually beat Errol Spence Jr. in this rematch?
Hey, Timber, you best to get in here and eat some of this soup, Missy done cooked.
Is he upset because people won't give him his full credit for beating Errol Spence Jr. in the original fight? I think all of the above is true. I think that Terence Crawford has always been bitter with Errol Spence Jr. because he hasn't been as popular as Errol Spence Jr. He hasn't made the money that Errol Spence Jr. has made. He hasn't been pushed the way Errol Spence Jr. has been pushed. And every time he seems to accomplish something, there has an asterisk next to it. When he won the belt from Jeff Horn, there was an asterisk next to it because of what happened to Manny Pacquiao.
Don't take this ass whipping personally.
When he moved up in weight and, started collecting all the victories, there was asterisks next to those victories because he was fighting guys that Errol Spence had already beat, and he was fighting guys that would already pass their prime. So I think that Terence Crawford, his entire career, even the things he did down at the lower weight were kind of questioned. I think his entire career, he's had saltiness, for other fighters that he's wanted to face up with. And I think he's had saltiness even for guys like Manny Pacquiao who wanted to fight him in the past, but Bud always came up with an excuse right before the fight was supposed to be signed.
Man, I ain't shooting shit. I told you kids bring me bad luck.
And I think that Errol Spence is the latest victim of this. I think Errol Spence, for whatever reason, is now on Terence Crawford's bad side, even though Errol Spence waited around for Terence Crawford, even though Errol Spence is the one that gave him the opportunity to become undisputed at 147, even though Errol Spence is the one who put the biggest payday in his pocket. There's still bitterness towards Errol Spence because Terence Crawford didn't eclipse Errol Spence after he beat him. He actually kind of went backwards. Even though he beat Errol Spence, it's almost like people still don't want to give him his credit, and they're downgrading him for beating a worse version of Errol Spence than should have been in the ring. Not only that, people are saying now, and I said, right after the fight happened, it's almost like Terence Crawford knew what was going on with Errol Spence. It's not only the fact that he couldn't make the weight, because that was obvious because he was telling everybody, Errol Spence was letting it be known he couldn't make the weight. So I think that Terence Crawford kind of knew this in the back of his mind and kind of planned around that fact and pulled some shady, things out of his hat when it came to the David Evanzia situation, trying to force Errol Spence into a situation where he would have to lose a bunch of weight really fast. So I think he knew that, but I'm also starting to believe that he knew Errol Spence was injured or that his eyes and ribs were messed up before the fight. Now, whether you knew about the eye situation is questionable, but it's quite obvious now that a lot more people knew about the rib injury than were letting on before the fight.
But something about it ain't right. What you mean something about it ain't right? That's what people do.
And they never really said anything until after the fight. You know, they never brought the fact up until after the fight. And I think it's rubbing a lot of fans the wrong way because a lot of people paid for that fight, like the Maypac fight, and they feel screwed because, like the Maypac fight, we found out later Manny Pacquiao was injured during that fight. And now you're finding out that Errol Spence asked for actually the same exemption, that cortisone shot that Manny Pacquiao asked for and got denied, but Errol Spence actually got it. Might be why his eyes look like that. Might have been the cataracts. But it's seeming now that, you know, everybody knows what was going on, and they're pointing a finger at Terence Crawford for trying to take credit for something he can't really take credit for because you beat a worse version of the best guy out there.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And I think this is bitterness on behalf of Terence Crawford. I do think that he's very bitter, and I think he's going to try to drag this rematch out as long as he possibly can, just to rub it into the face of Errol Spence a little bit more.
These athletes talking about, yeah, we was out there tricking. What? Why? You're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for. It sets it up bad for us. We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one. No.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collab or feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a floppercards@gmail.com. We are money.
Illuminati want your mind, soul, and your body. You want a red bone hottie and a Maserati. Is that a fair trade? I was in 3rd grade writing down mean. Now I'm as clean as your maid. Get these bitches wet, they some mermaids. Take a survey, they all prefer K. EYZ, still in the money. I'm a Louisville legend and I'm still in my 20s. Super cool, wind chill in the 20s, but I still pack heat. I can make it feel sunny. So you can rock a white beater when I'm mobbing through. But be safe and bring your coat and your toboggan too. I'm out of here. I'm out my mind. 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 Where you from, nigga? I would clown your ass, but you can't get smart with a dumb nigga. Dumb nigga, I would shank your ass, but you can't knife fight with a gun, nigga. If Louis Keys did it, it's a damn banger. Tape on the 38 like a jam banger. To this rap shit, I ain't no damn stranger. They wanna throw me off the boat, but I'm the damn anchor. And my team ride clean, looking like tomato juice in my rising. My eyeballs bloodshot to red, all eyes on Louis Keys, no cockery. I'm out of here, I'm out my mind. I'm out of here, I'm out my mind. I'm out of here, I'm out my mind. I'm out of here. I got voices in my head, voices in my head. They say, Keys, get that money, get that paper, get that bread. Don't be worrying about the cop, don't be worrying about the feds, don't be worrying about your wifey and the shit that she done said. That's 3 voices, 1 grind time 3. How the hell one nigga gonna outshine me? I said that's 3 voices, 1 grind time 3. How the fuck one nigga gonna outshine Keys? I'm out of here. I'm out my mind.